The rapid inflation will not just go down because you continually talk about it. The bad government will not suddenly get better because you make it topic of the day. What we need to do is to focus on those things that are more important to us. What we need to do is to focus to get to a point whereby we don't have to worry ourselves on any of those things. The truth is that very many people want to be successful, but they don't really know what success is. Yes, the majority wants to be successful, but they don't understand the real meaning of success. Success is simply how you think and how you act. If you need the simplest and the most concise definition of success, is simply how you think and how you act. If you are currently unsuccessful, you can gain success by changing your thoughts and action. How do you think? Now, if you are not thinking in a successful way, you need to find out how successful people think. The information are everywhere. You will see several interviews conducted by successful people on YouTube. There are millions, countless number of books written by successful people. Now, if you need to be successful, you need to figure out a way to think differently. If you are not successful right now, it will be honest for you to accept that the way you are thinking is not adequate and it's not working. Now, what do you need to do? What you need to do is to change your thinking. Now, how do you change your thinking? By simply changing your input. By simply changing the information that goes into your mind on a daily basis. Now, like I said before, there are countless number of ways through which you can access successful information. If you go on YouTube, you will see countless millions of interviews. If you want to lay hands on books, there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of them that you can lay hold on them. That will help you to think and design the way you are thinking to think in a successful way. All right. Yes, it will be your choice. Since those information are available, it will be your choice to go after them. It is not like a secret code. It is not like something that is hidden. It's everywhere. You can lay hold on some successful information that will actually help you to reposition. It's your choice to pursue them. Lay hold on them and take the next step, which is action. Once you discover a new way of thinking, you take action on them, it will help you to design the desired life which you want. Now, to be successful, you don't need to reinvent anything. You don't need to do anything brand new, nothing revolutionary. It's just for you to change the way you think and the way you act. Yes, it's actually that simple. Out with the old and in with the new. If you are not currently with where you are right now, it's simply because of your thinking and action. Not only do we have to learn this thing, we need to destroy the old self and bring in the new. Not only do we have to learn these things, we need to destroy the old habits that is making us unsuccessful and bring in the new. Because the habit of the successful and the unsuccessful have a very wide margin. Now, this can only happen by many of us taking some hard decision. For some people, it could be stopping the bad habit of excessive smoking. For some people, it could be stopping the bad habit of watching excessive television. How can you explain an unsuccessful person spending over 10 hours on television? It's like a crime. It could be stopping the habit of taking excessive drugs. It could be some stopping most of the unsuccessful habit that you know. And most of the successful habit could be something like waking up in the morning, reading, exercising, meditating. Now, changing most of this habit is what will make you become actually successful. Knowing a new way to think and the action you need to take on your new way of thinking. To be successful is to take some hard decision. To be successful is to do things differently. On my case, one thing I decided to do is that I made a 360 degrees adjustment of my time management. I made a decision to only be feeding my mind on the things I know that it will help me to improve my self-version. What success may be, the action you may need to take for you to be successful may be different from the action that person need to take. I mean, what you need to deal with. Some of the unsuccessful habits that person A may have to deal with may be different from what point B will have to deal with. For some people, it might be you disassociating with some of your friends. And by friends, I don't mean by just those that you normally hang out with on a physical note. Disassociating with some of your friends could be disfollowing some people you know that they are giving you what is called wrong input, and following some great mentors that gives you inspiration. By following some great mentors that you know that their communication will help you, will help to inspire and motivate you. Now, all these are different forms of things that one need to do to destroy the old and bring the new, because success is just the way you think and the way you act. And if you can have an upgraded thought, accompanied with upgraded action, there is every possibility that you will definitely have an upgraded life. Now, one of the best way to easily accomplish this is to itemize and put down those habits you think they are stopping you, that you want to overcome. Those habits you think that are stopping you, that you want to put off as an old, that you want to destroy, you put them down. Just as you write down your goals and you are looking at them, this is how you write down some of the habits you want to destroy. Because if you didn't put them down, be looking at it as something you want to overcome, it will be difficult for you to overcome them. Why? Because research has it that over 60 to 70,000 thoughts go to the human mind on a daily basis. Now, if you didn't write down your goal and write down some of the bad habits you think you want to destroy, you cannot make progress, because you will definitely be distracted by the things life will bring your way. But when you write them down, since you have known that success is just what you think and the action you take, when you write them down, your goals, you write the things you want to destroy, and consciously select the things that go into your mind, you will definitely achieve your goal, because you won't be distracted by what comes your way, because you already have a template of what you want to go into your mind. You have to understand that there is so much reciprocity. Everyone reap what they sow. Effort is always equals results. When you put your effort on something, the challenges you face will definitely strengthen you and make you to come out better. When you read for an exam, you will pass the exam. When you don't read for an exam, you will fail the exam. That will be the results. Effort in, effort out. Energy in, energy out. Knowledge in, knowledge out. Now, what you put into something is what you get out of it. Now, when you consistently give effort to a thing, when you consistently give your attention to a thing, when you consistently give a focus to a thing, it will definitely determine the outcome of your life. You can only be successful if you have successful thought consistently. Now, how do you have consistent successful thought? By self-analysis. Yes, I know we all have hard times most times, but the best thing, in case there is any area of your life that you are struggling on, the best thing to do is not to consistently think about it. Now, I'm not saying you should forget about your problem and allow them to get compounded. No, but don't let them plague your mind. If there are actions you can take to bring solution to those problems, good and fine, go ahead and take those actions. But if there is no action you have to take, don't consistently think about them. Because once you consistently think about the thing, once you give your focus to a thing, once you give your energy to a thing, you will create a mindset. You will create the energy. You will create the frequency that will create the outcome that you don't desire. When you consistently think about failure, you will actually fail. But when you think of success, no matter how difficult things are right now, definitely things will change. This is simply what the law of attraction tells us, that whatsoever you focus on, expand. Now, if you put your focus on that problem, there is no how you can make headway, because that will create a kind of frequency that you don't want to see yourself in, because everything in the universe is vibration, and the energy you create inside will determine the vibration that comes out of you. Now, what you give your focus on will determine the kind of energy you create. Imagine you giving your attention to things that is not giving you a good outcome. It will create a bad vibration, which is not what you desire for yourself. The truth is that when you put your focus on success and take action on your focus, you will definitely be successful. One thing I do every night that I used to help myself is that I watch the videos of abundance before I go to bed. Yes, I watch the video of the kind of life I think I desire. I watch the videos like billionaire's lifestyle, the most exotic vacations. You watch those things that you desire and it's being programmed into your mind. It becomes your visualization. And when you watch it, it's like your dream life is being recreated physically because you are picturing them. And it will become the kind of frequency that you are going to, the kind of energy you create that will help you to vibrate your desired frequency. Now, once you do this, it will be created, the visualization, the picture will be created in your mind, and your subconscious mind will help to begin to align things for you. Now, you believe this, that when you watch some scary movie before you go to bed, chances are that you are going to have a nightmare, because that is the picture you created in your mind. And any picture you create in your mind has the capacity to create your outcome, even if it's not the outcome that you desire. But because it is the picture you have created in your subconscious mind, it will help to create your outcome. That is why it is dangerous to focus on the outcome that you don't desire. This is why I personally don't entertain some discussion that puncture my expectation. If you can have the right visualization, if you can connect yourself to a right input and have the right visualization and back it up and supercharge it with the right affirmation. Affirmation is simply those things you say to yourself. So if you can have the right visualization and back it up with the right affirmation, you will definitely have a good result. You will definitely have a successful result. Don't forget, whatsoever you say to yourself is your self-fulfilling prophecy. Whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, be thou cast into the sea, without any doubt in his heart, without any doubt in his mind, he shall have whatsoever he say. So if you can have the right visualization and back it up with the right affirmation, you will definitely have the right result. So we need to stay away from negative people. We need to stay away from people that communicate negatively. And most importantly, we need to watch the kind of conversation that goes in within ourselves. We need to watch the kind of conversation that goes in our mind. The simple reason why you have to watch the conversation with yourself is because if you keep telling yourself, I can't do this, I can't do that, that is actually self-limiting belief, which is the greatest enemy of success. Now, you need to understand that every successful person has confidence in themselves. And when you keep saying things to yourself, that becomes your reality. For every successful person, they actually understand that they can speak things into reality. The reason why people find it difficult to believe this is because they don't see the result immediately after they speak. Now, even if you're saying the wrong thing, you won't see the result immediately. If you're saying right thing, you won't see the result immediately. But when you continue, consistently say a particular thing, that becomes your life and it will definitely create an outcome. And imagine if your conversation, the thing you're saying to yourself, are negative things, which are self-limiting beliefs, self-doubt, it will definitely create an outcome which you don't desire, and you won't like to see that. So that is why you have to see a good visualization and back it up with a good affirmation so you can be successful. Now, to recap, success is simply the way you think and the way you act. You want to be successful, you need to change your thinking. Now, how do you change your thinking? By changing your input. Now, how do you assess the right inputs that will make you successful? Like I said, the information are everywhere. You need to locate the information of successful people. Look for the interviews of successful people. Read books written by successful people. Again, disassociate with people that have negative mind. Have the right visualization. Connect with people that gives you inspiration and motivation. When all these things are put in place, you will definitely be a successful high flyer. Don't forget, the total formation and reflection of a man's life is dependent on his thought. Think right, act right, and be a high flyer. Thank you and hope to see you in our next video.